The film does not open in its present or its future, but rather, it begins in the past. In a dimly lit room, a hush pervades the air, impregnated with quiet anticipation. We are at the closing stages of an intimate yet pivotal battle, not a physical battlefield with warriors, but one of intellect and strategy, pitting a young prodigy against an implacable artificial foe. It's a chess match, but not just any chess match. This is the fateful game where everything changed. His name is forgotten by many, yet the echoes of his victory reverberate through the annals of chess history. A prodigy, an adolescent genius whose fingers moved over the chessboard with an elegance and fluidity beyond his tender years. His face, a mask of inscrutable concentration, never revealing the tempest of thoughts and strategies churning beneath. To the spectators, he was a mesmerizing sight, a child dancing effortlessly on the precipice of adulthood and extraordinary fame. Across the table, a different kind of competitor awaited. A machine of steel and silicon, a sophisticated artificial intelligence, or AI, an embodiment of mankind's relentless quest for progress and knowledge. Bearing no name or face, the AI was simply known as Omega, a nod to its purported finality and dominance in the realm of chess. Amid the clinks of the chess pieces and the soft hum emanating from Omega's processing unit, you could almost feel the weight of the game's history pressing down, watching in tacit fascination as man and machine initiated an intriguing cognitive tango on the checkerboard stage. It was a charged atmospheric setting where the boundary between the organic mind and the artificial intellect became blurry. But within the prodigy, a sense of calm resolution thrived. He was David against Goliath, a youth shouldering the hopes of the human intellect against the relentless, emotionless precision of artificial intelligence. The drama that unfolded in that hushed room was nothing short of cinematic. Moves and countermoves, attacks and defenses marked the ebb and flow of the contest. Omega played with cold precision, each move calculated to inflict maximal damage. Yet, the prodigy, with his deep understanding of the game, responded with moves that seemed to dance upon the precipice of intuition and ingenuity. The spectators watched, mesmerized as the prodigy defied predictions, countering each of Omega's calculated moves with an unpredictable ingenuity. It was an illustrative testimony to the subtle nuances of human intelligence, the capacity to adapt, improvise, and create, not meritorially based on programmed algorithms, but on instinct and experience. The climax of the match came like a sudden gust of wind. In a stunning display, the prodigy deployed a strategy so audacious, so unexpected, that a collective gasp echoed through the room. Omega's response was sluggish as the prodigy thumbed his piece into the position of a classic concoction of checkmate. Cheers erupted as the observers appreciated the magnitude of what they just witnessed. A child, barely in his teens, had triumphed over an entity designed to be unbeatable. Thus, the prodigy stunned the international audiences, etching his name into chess folklore. His victory sparked debates about the complexities of human intelligence and raised questions about the true capabilities and limitations of artificial intelligence. However, in the ensuing triumph, something was lost. The prodigy, after defeating the undefeatable, disappeared into obscurity, and what followed was an enigma, a story of profound talent drowned in profound silence. This is the beginning of Inside the Chess Prodigy Who Defeated AI, only to disappear into obscurity. As we delve deeper, we traverse the terrain of talent, ambition, victory, and the complex cost of genius. We embark on a journey to unravel the triumphant yet tragic tale of a prodigy who emerged from the shadows, reached the zenith of success, and just as dramatically receded back into the shadows. The narrative now twists back in time to delve into the early life of the prodigy at the heart of our story. Imagine, if you can, a young boy growing up in the small, bustling city of Brno in the Czech Republic. a place rich in history and culture, where towering spires of medieval castles and cathedrals look down on the swarming streets of little shops and cafes, all nestled against the backdrop of rolling hills. This young boy, our prodigy, exhibited an uncanny knack for strategic thinking at an extraordinarily young age. His affinity for problem-solving and spotting patterns became evident as early as 5, when he began to display a remarkable ability to construct and deconstruct complex puzzles meant for teenagers. But the real revelation came when he received a hand-me-down chess set from his grandfather. Bordered by the quaint, idyllic homes of Brno, the family's dining room table transformed into a battlefield, where the chess pieces, like miniature soldiers, began to move in the intricate dance dictated by the boy's mind. His stunningly swift comprehension of the game, his innate understanding of the innumerable permutations that the 64 squares offered, soon rendered his parents, and then his grandfather, defenseless against his strategic prowess. Word of the lad's flair for chess swiftly spread through Brno's close-knit community, eventually reaching the ears of Antonin Kveton, a veteran chess coach renowned for nurturing numerous grandmasters. Intrigued, Kveton arranged a meeting which soon led to the young prodigy's admission into his revered chess academy. Under the tutelage of Kveton, the prodigy's potential blossomed, almost like a flower coming into bloom. His understanding of the game deepened, revealing dazzling layers of strategic depth and complexity. It became evident that he was not merely playing the game. He was living it, breathing it, understanding it in ways that many of his senior counterparts still struggled with. Chess was not just a pastime for this young boy. It became his language, his lens to view the world and make sense of its complexities. Kveton's academy nurtured this talent, providing the prodigy with a structured environment where he could explore the limitless depths of his own ability. His days began with theoretical lessons, where they would delve into famous games from the past, analyzing and deconstructing the intricacies of each move. From the legendary 1858 Paul Morphy versus Duke of Brunswick game at the Italian Opera in Paris, to the epic battle between Boris Spassky and Bobby Fischer in 1972, the young prodigy studied them all. His afternoons would be spent practicing, his nights filled with analyzing games, refining strategies, and often dreaming in a world where chess ruled supreme. From the sacrifices of the Queen's Gambit to the strategic maneuvers of the Sicilian defense, he absorbed it all like a sponge soaking up water. By his early teens, the prodigy was frequently representing the academy, nay, his country, in a multitude of national and international tournaments. Accolades and trophies became a routine part of his life. He was, for all intents and purposes, a rising star in the chess world. Even well-seasoned players were taken aback by his ability to bend the game to his whims, to foresee the outcome of sequences 10-15 moves ahead. However, beneath the surface of these successes, away from the cheers and the spotlight, the boy maintained a quiet, introspective demeanor. He was an enigma, both on and off the chessboard. But the gravity of his genius, his unyielding spirit to understand chess, not merely as a game but as a philosophical dialectic, remained unnoticed for the most part. At the heart of this tale of genius and grand strategy is the question: what happened to this chess prodigy? How did this young boy, who once fully inhabited the world of chess, disappeared into obscurity, leaving behind an enduring mystery that continues to captivate us till this day? As our journey unfolds, we now delve into the crux of our story, the pivotal moments that catapulted this remarkable prodigy into the spotlight of international repute and later sent them into an enigmatic obscurity. A tale of a chess prodigy ascending to the global stage with a thrilling victory over a powerful artificial intelligence opponent, only to fade into an unaccounted oblivion soon after. In the beginning, our prodigy was but a face in a crowd, a promising player and a beacon to those who recognized their genius, their magnetic charm on the chessboard, their unparalleled ability to adapt and improvise strategies, and their relentless pursuit for perfection took the chess world by storm. As they traversed the often arduous journey from anonymity to fame, they remained undeterred by the enormity of their rapidly growing fame. Their talent was a beacon, a shining star that drew the attention of critics and spectators alike. But it was their momentous battle with artificial intelligence that truly etched their name in the annals of chess history. In a world increasingly enamored with technology, a game had been set. The Prodigy, a perfect amalgamation of human intuition, intellect, and emotion, pitted against synthetic intelligence, a chess-playing AI, meticulously designed to evaluate millions of potential moves, devoid of emotion or fatigue. The game was anticipated worldwide, a classic man versus machine contest. Billions watched with bated breath as the Prodigy stared across the board into the eyes of a seemingly unbeatable adversary. Yet, as the chessboard was set and the pieces began to move with mechanical precision, the Prodigy's human spirit shone like a beacon. Each move was a testament to their extraordinary talent, a poetic dance of intellect and instinct. They grappled with the artificial intelligence's daunting computational power, with their imaginative strategies and creative gambits. The game resonated with echoes of David versus Goliath as the Prodigy squared off against the AI in an epic battle that lasted hours. The Prodigy's astonishing win is etched in the annals of chess history, a testimony to the prowess of human intellect over artificial intelligence. Their David-esque triumph over the AI Goliath would forever change the perception of chess as a game where machines could dominate humans. They had shown the world the difference between machine computation and human intuition. The world cheered, venerating the Prodigy as a hero of intellect, as a symbol of the indomitable human spirit. Yet, as the applause thundered and their fame soared, a storm was brewing silently. A tempest that would engulf and shroud the Prodigy in an enigmatic obscurity. After the colossal win, the world expected more from them. More games, more victories, more dazzling displays of their genius. But the Prodigy had other plans. It was as if they had disappeared, vanished into thin air without a trace. They ceased participating in international tournaments, interviews, fame, engagements. They shunned them all, retreating into an inexplicable solitude. Initial theories pointed towards exhaustion or an unexpected burnout. Some speculated it was the overwhelming pressure of expectations that led them to withdraw. But the Prodigy offered no explanation. They had become a ghostly figure whose brilliance had once illuminated the chess world, but now lay veiled in obscure darkness. As the days turned to months and months to years, the world slowly began to forget the Prodigy. The one who had once been a symbol of human triumph over artificial intelligence, the one whose genius had once enchanted the world, had now slipped into the silent recesses of forgetfulness. A mystery unsolved, an enigma unraveled, they had become an enigmatic figure, a legend in the world of chess, remembered only by those who witnessed their incredible journey. What caused their sudden disappearance? What happened to the Prodigy who had stunned the world with their intellect? The answers remain elusive, lost to the winds of time, just like the Prodigy themselves. This is a tale of glory and obscurity, of a chess prodigy who burned brilliantly, only to fade away into the shadows, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and intrigue. As we delve deeper into this intriguing tale, we begin to unravel its implications on the grand narrative of human and artificial intelligence. The historic defeat of the AI at the hands of this enigmatic chess prodigy was significant enough to send shockwaves through the intellectual world. It served as a sharp reminder of the astonishing potential that resides within the human brain, a formidable adversary to the rapidly advancing field of AI. This resounding victory also sparked renewed debates on the eternal question: can machines ever truly surpass human intelligence? On the surface, it may seem that the Prodigy's victory was a decisive win for the human spirit. It seemed to support the notion that human intelligence, with all its mystery and complexity, was not only able to compete with AI, but could indeed exceed it. But the underlying narrative was far more nuanced. Just as the game of chess is an intricate dance of strategy and cunning, the interplay between human and artificial intelligence is a complex blend of capacity, inventiveness, and ingenuity. The Prodigy demonstrated extraordinary aptitude, intuition, and creativity, qualities often deemed uniquely human. However, the artificial intelligence they defeated was not merely a machine programmed with countless chess strategies. It was a learning system, capable of analyzing past games and refining its own techniques. That a human could triumph under these circumstances was not merely impressive, it was downright revolutionary. This victory didn't just highlight the Prodigy's exceptional talent. It underscored the incredible versatility of the human mind. It served as a tangible rebuttal to the idea that AI could soon render human thought redundant. Yet the wider implications were more complex. AI was still a nascent field, its potential far from tapped out. This incident suggested a complementary coexistence between human and artificial intelligence, each pushing the limits of the other in a dynamic, evolving interplay of strengths and weaknesses. However, the subsequent disappearance of the Prodigy cast a shadow over this narrative. After the flashbulbs faded and the applause dimmed, a silence settled in that seemed to echo through the hallowed halls of chess history. They had emerged like a comet, burned brightly across the chess world, then vanished as swiftly as they came. The Prodigy who had delivered this grand spectacle had simply disappeared into the annals of obscurity. The impact on the chess world was profound. The sense of loss was palpable. Here was a talent of such extraordinary caliber that they had single-handedly shattered the expectations of human and AI capabilities. Their abrupt disappearance left a significant void which couldn't be easily filled. The chess world was left grappling with their sudden absence, their legacy etched in a poignant question mark. Moreover, their disappearance robbed the world of a potentially enlightening study into the rare genius of a human mind that could outsmart artificial intelligence. It could have provided valuable insights into the interplay and coevolution of human cognition and machine learning, a field that is becoming increasingly crucial as we advance into an AI-dominated era. Yet, their legacy continues to echo. Though the person vanished, the impact of their victory remains as a potent reminder of the indomitable human spirit. Their achievement has left an indelible mark upon the narrative of human versus artificial intelligence, with ripple effects that extend far beyond the chess world. And so, the story of this remarkable chess prodigy reminds us of the immense power of human potential, that amidst the relentless march of technology, the human brain remains an enigma, capable of stunning surprises. It highlights the enduring mystery of intelligence, both human and artificial, not as adversaries, but as partners in a complex dance, a dance that challenges our understanding of intelligence and continues to redefine the boundaries of what we thought was possible. In the end, the Prodigy story serves as a vivid illustration of how the unexpected can sometimes disrupt the predictable, turning what we know about intelligence on its head and leaving us with more questions than answers. As we ponder the curious case of the chess prodigy who defeated AI, we are left wondering, what's next in the fascinating interplay of human and artificial intelligence? As our narrative draws to a close, it's impossible not to seek answers from a league of experts who knew and admired the prodigy. Chess experts, artificial intelligence specialists, and psychological analysts provide their unique perspectives, pieces of a puzzle that paint a fascinating portrait of the boy who challenged AI and won, only to vanish into thin air. From grandmasters who watched in admiration as the prodigy sliced through layers of the game, finessing it with an uncanny intuition, to the AI specialists who were forced to recalibrate their understanding of machine learning after his shocking victory, To the psychological analysts fascinated by his extraordinary cognitive abilities, our exploration captures the awe-inspiring breadth and depth of his talent. Renowned chess grandmaster Viktor Korsakov recalls the first time he saw the Prodigy play. He had a way of turning the chessboard into a battlefield, a complex dance of strategy, patience, and bold attacks. He played with the wisdom of an old veteran and the fearlessness of a child. His intuition was off the charts. He would see combinations that even experienced players would overlook, and he executed them with astounding accuracy. It was a sheer joy to watch him. Artificial intelligence scientists, like Dr. Richard Belmont, were equally struck. His victory was a major shock to the AI community. The algorithms we have, they are designed to learn and adapt. They are meant to become better with each game, each loss. But against him, our most advanced AI was like a novice. He made us question the limit of AI's ability to mimic human intelligence. What he possessed was beyond the realm of machine learning. But what about his abrupt disappearance? Could it provide insight into his unique mind? Dr. Helena Choi, a child psychologist specializing in gifted children, offers her perspective. Gifted children often feel misunderstood, isolated. They live in a world that's largely unfamiliar to them. Despite his chess prowess, he was just a young boy, wrestling with an adulthood thrust upon him prematurely. His genius was both his gift and his curse. Understanding his life away from the chessboard is just as critical to understanding his disappearance. He was a young boy of exceptional brilliance and sensitivity, grappling with expectations and pressures that would stagger most adults. He pursued perfection with an intensity that could be both awe-inspiring and terrifying. As he stepped into the world of fame and intense scrutiny, he was thrust into a whirlwind he may not have been fully equipped to handle. Many of his close associates remember his struggle with the increasingly intrusive media attention. The constant spotlight, the probing interviews, the invasive questions about his personal life, they all contributed to the growing restlessness, an apparent desire to escape it all. The why of his disappearance may lie in the realms of speculation, but the how remains equally mystifying. For a boy who lived under such intense public scrutiny, to vanish without a trace is remarkable. Authorities scoured every possible lead, every ambiguous clue. Surveillance footage, travel records, social media traces, interviews with friends and relatives. Everything was meticulously examined. But he was gone, as if he had stepped into thin air. As we conclude our journey into the complex, incredible life of this chess prodigy, we're left with more questions than answers. What drove him to disappear? Where could he have gone? Could he someday return to the world he once dominated? His life story is a tantalizing mix of brilliance, enigma, and ultimately, mystery. This enigmatic figure, who challenged conventions, stretched the limits of ingenuity, and blurred the line between human intelligence and artificial intellect, remains an abiding mystery. As the closing credits roll, viewers are left with a sense of profound intrigue, their minds buzzing with the unresolved mysteries of the chess prodigy who defeated AI only to disappear into obscurity.